Well, hello guys, it's Shannon from Bitcoin Bankers, and I've done this video a few times now. I've been having all sorts of problems technically the last few days. I've had my laptop hard drive explode. I've had all sorts of problems with my other computers, and let's hope now that everything runs smoothly for a little while. So, it's been a little while since I've done some videos. I've just been finishing up everything for the end of the year here, and now I've got a little bit of time to get some videos done, and I've probably lost half of this week, like I said, just stuffing around with some technical stuff. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome along. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for dropping in. Please stick around. Got a whole lot of things ahead planned. It's just a matter of timing and getting it all in to get it done. Anyway, it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. I recorded the first version of this about 11 o'clock this morning on Saturday morning. So let's see if we can get through a few things. Okay, so the first thing is that if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, please like. If you're already subscribed, hit the like button on these videos. And we're basically here to, I'm doing this channel to basically approach any people that are new to crypto and say, hey, look, here's a simple way of doing things. It's a surefire way, but it's a slower way than using credit cards. I don't endorse using credit cards to buy coins and credit and things like that. I don't endorse getting loans and putting your house up for mortgage to buy cryptos, okay? These are investments like any other thing. It entails risk, it entails difficult choices, and you should know some technical analysis and some fundamental analysis and put those two together and start working to create a little bit of advantage for yourself. Okay, so where are we at? Previously I've done some videos about scammers and things like that, and I just want to turn the page a little bit. These guys are still going to do what they're going to do. Nothing I say is going to change their mind. They've made some changes. Recently Jason Four has hooked up with some new trader, and now that he's realized technical analysis, he thinks this one guy is the only guy out there who knows his shit, and he's making these calls and things. And well, I can show you. If you can look back at some of my videos, you know, I called the Ethereum Classic. What was it? It's gone up 220%. Been saying getting that for a while. Been talking about Neo for a while. That's going up. OMG, a lot of people have been talking about that for some time. That's finally moving up. We've been in a backset wave for, you know, probably the last 4 months, since probably August to about November. There were little moves here and there. Bitcoin was obviously moving, but there were some pullbacks, and that's the way these things work. Coins go up in value, they have corrections, which means they come down in value, they reset themselves, and then they go for another leg. If you want to know more about technical analysis and things like that, the channel I have here, have a look at the links, have a look at the friends and people that I've connected with, and basically I've tried to find some really good people who know their stuff about technical analysis and that sort of thing. They've been doing it for a long time. Fundamental analysis is basically about doing the research on the background of companies and what's going on in the background and things like that. Okay, so essentially you need these two to work together. Okay, now some of these other scammers and guys that I've been talking about, if you look at my videos, I use their own words, and they say it's all just guessing, it's all just this, it's all just that, it's luck, it's well, no. Look, there is some luck, but if you really know how to do price reading, price reading, and things like that, and technical analysis, and you know, you can really reduce a lot of the speculation, the percentage of guessing, and reduce all that down, and end up sort of having a good about 80% strike rate on what you're looking at, and that's pretty good, man, to get that. So I'm still working towards that, but I've made a number of calls where I've had quite a bit of success just on my own. I work alone. I'm not affiliated with anyone. I don't get paid by anyone. I don't do any of that stuff. It's just me. There's some people I like. There's some people I don't particularly like what they do. But I think as a crypto community, we should all join together and pull together, okay, and try and help people who are coming in not to be bamboozled by the glamour and the FUD and the FOMO and all the other rubbish. Look, it's 2 a.m. and I want to get moving on this. I'm going to show you a little bit here. I have long holds. If you're new to crypto, here's an approach that you can take. It's up to you. I have long holds, and they're a selection of coins. One is XRP or Ripple, Sierra Coin, Civic, Ethereum, Classic, Electronium, NEM, Made Safe, and OMG. Okay. The trick is find a couple of these that you like, buy a certain amount of them, and it's up to you how much you want to spend. I started off with $35, went up to maybe $65, jumped to $100 all in the first 2 weeks. Then I started making that earn. I earned about an extra $140. Then I bought into Bitcoin, and that went up to about $600. And then I started spreading that around a little bit. Went back to some old ones and started moving up. I also sold some silver, and I used that to back it up. So now in that last 4 or 5 months, I'm sitting around $3,000. Okay. I haven't borrowed a cent. I've made a couple of losses, not big ones. But essentially, that's the money I've made here. So I'm not touching it. I'm just continuously rolling it over, moving it over. These ones, most of these I keep. Electronium is one I've just recently bought into. I bought into that at a what they call a pre-token sale. It's had some problems taking off, but it's it's a future hold. Okay, so these are long-term holds. We're talking 6 months to 12 months, and see where they end up. Okay. That's about 40% of my portfolio. The other part is 60%. And this is basically Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Neo, Ethereum Classic, Monero. Now, Bitcoin, I really kind of don't get into much because it's so large now that the portion, I have a small portion, and I might only put a couple $100. It's really not going to get me much to ride a wave up. My long-term goal is to end up buying, making some money out of this to maybe buy half a Bitcoin, or maybe a full one if I'm lucky enough. Just depends how things go. So this is my short-term holds, and essentially I just do a week trade. I might do a couple of days. I'll do my analysis. I'll check out a few, pick out some good ones, and say, okay, I might divide up my interests. So with this, I might be playing with. Lately I've been playing about 1,500 and working it up. Now I'm sort of up around the 2.5 mark, maybe a little more. So I'll maybe split it up and buy 2 or 3, and where I feel it might move, I watch them. Might do some day trading. I might do a full week. I might do a couple of days, see where they go, pull out. Okay. Bitcoin Gold is something I'm watching too. I'm curious to see how that's going to go and where that's going to go. So that's my portfolio there, guys. The reason I put this up is some of these coins don't change, but the others do. Now, I'm going to be adding my Facebook connection to this description, and I'm going to try and start putting some moves that I'm doing. No obligation to follow. It is not trading advice. But I'm building up a track record of success and things like that, and I'll leave it at that. I could have said something nasty, but I won't. So there we go. That it's just about putting some money together and building that up. Okay, and it's more enjoyable. It's very rewarding. Yes, other people who maybe use credit cards and things are burning ahead, but avoid the credit trap. That's just me. If you don't want to do that and you want to follow someone else's advice, your choice. Go for it. It's not good to get in, because if these things take a turn, like I did a little bit of margin trading and shorting of Bitcoin a little while back, and they can clean you out very quickly if you're not careful. Okay, so This is CoinMarketCap. If you're not familiar with it, it basically lists all the different coins and tokens. They're two different things, which I won't discuss now. So here's my Ripple. Okay, here's my Bitcoin Cash. Okay, NEM, as I was mentioning before, look at that, 62 cents. That was 48 cents about 5 days ago. Ripple was 23 cents beginning of the week. There's Bitcoin Gold. That's moving up and down. There's Monero. Here's your Litecoin. That was about $80 2 weeks ago. Neo, that was about $33 2 days ago. Yeah, so these things move, and they're generally moving upward, but they're moving upward quite quickly. There's OMG, or Amizigo. I bought that at $6.80 thereabouts, and that was maybe a month ago. It's now $13. Okay, so I bought 20 coins of those at $6, and look what they're worth now. Do the math. Not a lot, but all I've got to do is keep adding to it while it's low. If this shoots up to say $40, $50 in the next 3 months, I've done pretty good. What else we got? I did have Steam. I just sold it the other day. I knew it was going to go up a bit more, but I just held on to it. Ethereum as well. So basically this works at the largest market cap, or the coin with the largest market cap, and goes from there. Ethereum sitting around 687. Where is our Electronium? Is around here somewhere. He's probably moved up and down a bit. There it is. So that's 6 cents. You know, I got them at less than 1 cent because of the pre-sale. I spent a couple of $100, and I got a pretty good amount because they were giving an extra 40% and 20% at certain times. Okay, so they're the sort of things you can do. Now let's have a look at some charts, just to show you essentially that what I'll do. A moment, I might just pause this and I can sign in. Alright, so we're in here and I'll show you a few charts, okay? Now you can have a look at back some of my videos. Here's Litecoin. Okay, this is on the 4 hour, and each candle is a 4 hour mark, or time period, and we're looking, you look at price action. We use our Elliott wave, okay? There are particular rules to how these waves are used, how they're measured. Now you can see here, it started following along, and now all of a sudden it's gone and fallen off track. Why would that be? Well, 2 days ago, Litecoin, the fellow who basically designed Litecoin, his name is Charlie Lee, released a bit of FOMO saying, oh, Litecoin could go down to $4, could $14, it could fall, it's very risky, watch out. Now, it was on an exponential run, it was going really fast, so he's obviously come out and tried to cool off the run on his coin because he didn't want it going up too high, God knows why. And that was literally, so that's the 16th, let's have a look. It's kind of gone off the rails there. Yeah, that was the 15th, 16th, so just the last 2 days, and that's when he made his announcement. So it sent it off the rails, otherwise it would have gone, we would have been looking at $500 Litecoin, okay? Let's have a look at Bitcoin Cash. Alright, so, once again, we're looking at 1700 there at the moment. But if I shrink this down, you can see what's been happening here. It's made its moves, went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it made a retracement, came back, it hit the 0.5 from the starter mark, and it's come back down to about the 0.8, moved further along, and it was creating this. So I drew a marker from basically the base of its start to where here, and the highest peak to here, and at that point I was expecting a little bit of a leap, okay? Now there's reasons for why I used the gap and the square, and I was predicting a move, as it was coming out of this this sort of flag tip, or wedge, if you want to call it that. And my prediction was for about $3,400 Bitcoin Cash. Now I still hold to that, and as you can see, what happened, it came out, went along, and fell flat. However, it's actually been a little bit late, and it's starting to move right up that track. Okay, so hey, JSnap, you got your trader, boss. I got my charts too, man. Okay. So anyway, technical analysis. Anyone can learn this stuff. It's not magic. All right. It's good fun. It's enjoyable, but it ain't special. It ain't magic. Some people can do it very well when they have a lot of experience at it. So anyway, we started having this other flag point here as well. It looked like another sort of breakout move, but what happened? She fell down. Started doing the same thing again. Okay. So you're going to get this kind of movement as things climb, things go up. I think it's probably going to move and break down, go around here a little bit, and then it'll probably move back up and correct itself. But in that time that it's doing that, look at the price. We're looking at 2,500. So there is most likely it's going to take time. It's going to take correction. But you've got some nice strong trend line, nice strong signal line. Your RSI is looking good. It's moving through. It's all doing its thing, okay, and that's how she moves, okay. I will try and do a little bit more as we go along on how I do my technical analysis, but the big things is I look for support. I look for the areas that essentially, are they coming together? Is there a crushing point? Is it moving into consolidation? Is it correcting good? Are the corrections happening well? Are they extended corrections, or is there a chance for it to move up? You know what I mean? So, I actually created this about 4 or 5 days ago when we were about here. Okay, so that would have been the 5th of the 12th. Yeah, so that was probably, let's see, I would have done it 6th of the 12th. Yeah, 10 days ago. So maybe 6 days ago, 6 days ago. It was definitely up around here. It was not heading down like that. It was definitely moving along this way. Okay, and so I did this chart, there you go, probably on the 5th of the 12th. It's the 16th, 17th now, so yeah. And that was the prediction I made, so I just sat and expected and waited to see what was happening. Then it made its move. It's sort of repeating itself on smaller scales, but it's moving up. So if you have a look at the price here, there is a strong resistance at the $1,700 mark. Made small breakthroughs. It's sort of still sitting there, so we'll have to see where that goes. Okay, so the $1,800 is pretty strong resistance for Bitcoin Cash. We'll have one more quick look at Ripple, and then I'll leave it at that. Ripple. Again, similar kind of behavior. Okay. It's a 4 hour. I wonder if I can do it with a 1 hour. See what. Yeah, she's still right up there. Probably not the best chart, this one here, but as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Kinda. It's probably better to put it like that. That way she's following the rules. So Ripple now has actually moved into a consolidation. I'll show you. So we've got support here along here. Come on. It's got a lot of strong support at 73, so it's a good new support area. Earlier, our last support was around 24 cents. So I made that analysis there, and I'm just waiting for this to sort of see where we're going to move, because essentially It's a little tough to sort of see where this one's going at the moment. But I'm predicting, based on some other analysis that I've done with Fibonacci as well, I'm kind of predicting the next target for Ripple will be about $1.40. Okay, now I don't have everything on here to say why. I think it's actually on another chart. But I'm looking at probably $1.40, and it's probably going to move pretty soon on that, if it does move. Bit of strength there. Staying away from the bottom. Yeah. Next price move for Ripple, I'm going to say $1.40 to $1.60. Okay, probably over the next week or two, but I think it might be a little bit earlier than that. We'll have to see how we go. But it is looking good, looking strong. It's got good support there. It might come down a little bit and then go whoop and take off. Okay, heading towards $1.40. That's the next target. Anyway, that's the Bitcoin Bankers for you today. Just wanted to cover some of those things. Say, look, I do some technical analysis too. We can all do it. It's just a matter of gaining skill and gaining experience and moving from there. Look, please like, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for joining, and see you next time. Cheers.